Hi, this is Dan from Cybergenica, and this is my review of the Christian Research and Council website at crcmin.org. Well, first and foremost, the homepage is terrible. It is not centered. It is tiny, and guess what, folks? It is an image. The entire menu is an image. How is that bad? Well, it's bad because search engines can't read text embedded within an image. However, let's assume that somehow people found this site, which is impossible because it can't be indexed through its keywords and content. Let's assume that someone still found this website and then gets to this homepage. Well, the navigation is difficult. Why is it difficult? Because it won't scale with the browser size. It's not mobile friendly. It's almost impossible to navigate on an iPhone or an iPad. However, let's assume that someone is quite persistent and wants to find out more about this site. Let's look at helping Christians understand Mormonism. Let's look at this link here. Oh, well, look. The link takes you to another menu. Not a pull down, not a fly out, but another beautiful image. Is this an image? I'm going to assume that's an image. Yeah, it's an image. It's got to be. Yeah, it's an image. There you go. Another JPEG nested in an HTML page, which is again impossible for search engines to read the text therein. And let's assume again that I'm a persistent person, and the two-click rule does not apply to Christians or to seekers. As you all know, the rule of thumb is very simple. You need to facilitate surfing for visitors to your website. They need to be able to access the content they're looking for within 10 seconds, within 2 clicks of a mouse. And in this case, well, let's see what happens when we click on. Let's look at the articles, shall we? Let's do that. Click on an oh, look at that. Just open in a new browser or a new tab. How rude is that? Wow. Well, let's assume that I'm very curious and I don't mind this so much. And then let's go ahead and start reading this very narrow band of text, a very wide page, which is a standard, by the way. So let's assume that someone is really curious and wants to find out more about racism in Mormon scripture. Who picked these colors? Is the designer colorblind, or who did this? This is a typical case of who did this, but let's carry on. Church of Christ, blah, 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 blah. Different text size, font size. Are these different fonts? They appear to be really tiny font. I'm not sure these are style sheets, however, they're not scaling. And let's just see how long this page is. Wow, it's a very long page. Yeah. Oh, and look at that. Some characters there. The HTML was not formatted right. And then we get to this very interesting menu here, navigation menu. We've got some green, some purple. Once again, very colorful, and then a nice long band of yellow, or I'm sorry, of blue, nothing. A whole lot of nothing. There's got to be a point to this. Not sure what it is, but it basically induces confusion, and confusion impacts conversion. And so this is boring. There's too much text, too much gray space, or white space, refer to as to white space, and it's just not done right. Other articles, I'm assuming, are identical. A lot of HTML coding fixes. Question marks, that's what they are, tiny little question marks. Confusion. It's not good. And it just goes on and on. I mean, paragraphs aren't even separated. It just is impossible to read. And here's the navigation. Once again, very colorful, and this formatting is just mediocre. This is, it's bad. is just bad. Bad. What Mormons don't tell. A lot of text on this page. Can it be, oh no, please tell me another image that can't be read by Google or any search engine in the world can't read this text. So we've got PDFs and JPEGs. No menu at the bottom. It's hidden here somewhere. And quite frankly, I don't want to be on this site. The information, and this is the about us, the mission statement. Oh, a beautiful text for Google to not read. Why? It's another JPEG with text embedded within the image. This website is an online brochure. All right, it's either a scan or a bunch of JPEGs put together. It's not search engine friendly. It's not mobile friendly. It's not user friendly. Anyone that can even find the site, and I don't know how they would because it's not ranked on search engines. Anyone that will find this site will just be bored. Will be bored into looking elsewhere. And even if the information's accurate, no one's reading it. No one's reading it. So, listen, my assessment of this site on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being mediocre, bottom of the barrel, 10 being excellent, this is a 2, a 3 at best. It looks nice, but it's useless. Completely useless. Good news, it can be fixed. But who would want to? Seriously. It's such an endeavor. It's such an unbelievable mission in itself to fix this. But hey, God willing, best thing I can do for something like this is pray. I do pray that that there will be resolved in this site, and that the content will be delivered in the way that is glorifying to God. It's glorifying to God, and not glorifying to a man that has whose vision is not in tune with technology, who's not in tune with trends, and who's living in the 80s. And that is my review of crcmin.org. It's Daniel St.Pierre with Cybergenica. God bless you and yours. Until next time. I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send and who will go for us? And I said, here am I, send me. Look it up. It's in the Word. God bless.